What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. So if you're looking to get bigger calves, I'm going to show you what you can do here today. Now I've shown you something in the past that is a good calf exercise to do. However, some either don't have the setup to be able to do it or they feel a little bit too much in the hamstring. Well, that is one of those exercises that delivers its gains through the overload and tension that you get from it. But if you're going to go on the easier end here, you're going to have to increase the volume. And one of the best ways to increase the volume is to do a simple standing calf raise, but do it every single day. Now, it's not going to take you a long period of time here, but you do have to make a couple very important changes to how you do these if you want to do it right. So Jesse here, our local calf knot. I talk about you're either a calf or a calf knot. I happen to be somewhat of a calf knot. Jesse's definitely a calf knot, which, by the way, isn't necessarily his fault or your fault if you're in the same situation, since we know calf size is largely determined by genetics, but nonetheless improvable with smart, consistent training like I'm going to show you here. What you want to do is evaluate how you do your calf raises, because doing the standard high rep, low weight, bounce your way through your sets approach is really doing nothing more than feeding into the ballistic way that your Achilles tendon prefers to function, to the detriment of your calf development, as you're going to see here in a second. So, first thing, you want to go one leg at a time, right? You're going to be able to deliver more tension into that calf and more focused tension than doing a simple barbell calf raise with both legs at a time or dumbbell calf raise both legs at a time, where you can sort of hide your imbalances in strength. The second thing we want to do is change the tempo that we do this. Why? The Achilles tendon is one of the strongest tendons in your entire body. This is a ballistic tendon. It transfers quickly between plantar flexion and dorsiflexion on every step we take because it has a high capacity for force. But what happens is it also robs the calf muscle itself of a lot of the tension that it can help out and deliver as well. Why? Because it's the first line of defense. It's the most proximal to the ground, and it takes those forces and it prevents them from being transmitted up the chain into this calf muscle. So this is one of those instances where the Achilles is actually being functionally efficient and making, let's say, running easier, but preventing the muscular inefficiency that I talk about all the time that we need to seek when we're trying to force a stubborn muscle to grow. So how can we change that? Slow down the cadence. Jesse, pick up your dumbbell for a second. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into this position, and we want to try to remove the ballistic capacity of the Achilles tendon, right? So we get down into the stretch position, and I'm saying all the way down to where you feel a real stretch on the bottom of this rep. And then from there, we come up after 4 seconds, and we get to the top here. And now you don't just stay there. Once you're there, you go up even higher, all the way to the peak there for 4 seconds. And we slowly come back down again. And we get all the way to the bottom, 4 seconds. There is no bouncing back and forth. This is truly from dorsiflexion here, slowly back up to the top, into plantar flexion. And again, by removing that, the calf itself has to do way more of the work. How are you feeling?
Oh, it sucks.
So 2 reps in, and he's already starting to feel it. I don't care how many reps you get. I talk about in the past, you either make the reps count or you count the reps. This is where you're going to want to make the reps count. You cannot care about counting here. You just have to make them count by going all the way to the bottom and removing this distribution of force that gets usually robbed by the Achilles tendon. And that's it, guys. Basically, if you take this exercise and you do it each side, 3 sets per side, forget about the number of reps that you're using. When you can exceed, let's say, 10 reps per side, you got to increase the weight. You don't need to go any more than 3 sets. You increase the weight so you continue to create more overload as the muscle gets stronger. And while getting stronger, it can also help you to offload some of the high force that the Achilles itself takes on that could lead to some of those tears. So guys, make sure you leave your comments and thumbs up below. Let me know how it works for you. Jesse himself is actually going to incorporate this for the next few weeks. We'll give you an update on how it goes. If you're looking for programs, guys, where we put the science back in strength, you can head to ATHLEAN-X.com. And also, if you found the video helpful, make sure you click subscribe and turn your notifications so you never miss a new video when we put one out. All right, guys, see you soon.